Blood ties are stronger than steel. In the Scottish Highlands, loyalty is not just a choice, it is survival. The MacKenzie brothers carry the weight of their clan on their shoulders, and every decision they make shapes the future of their people. But leadership comes with a price, and the deeper their bond, the greater the sacrifice. The story of the MacKenzie clan is one of unity, tradition, and unshakable duty. When we look at the brothers who stand at its head, we see more than just men of the Highlands, we see guardians of a legacy written in blood. They are not leaders because they wanted power. They are leaders because the clan demanded it. And in the Highlands, the clan is everything. Without it, a man is nothing. The MacKenzie brothers walk through their ancestral lands with the knowledge that every gaze, every whisper, and every heartbeat of their people belongs to them. The clan looks to them for strength. The clan looks to them for guidance. But most of all, the clan looks to them for survival. In times of peace, their leadership is a shield. In times of war, their leadership is a sword. The Highlands are unforgiving. The land is as harsh as it is beautiful, rivers that run cold as steel, hills that rise like walls, and skies that shift from gold to gray in a single breath. To lead here means to command not just men, but the very will to endure. The MacKenzie brothers know this truth well. They have walked the paths of their fathers. They have heard the stories whispered by the fires. And they understand that leadership is not won by words but proven by sacrifice. Yet beneath the proud banners and roaring fires of their halls lies the unspoken truth of brotherhood. The MacKenzie brothers are bound by more than just the blood they share. They are bound by the heavy weight of duty, a bond that tests them every day. Each choice they make is not just for themselves, but for the clan that breathes through their name. The people see them as one, as pillars standing together, but even within the strongest stone, cracks can form. Power is heavy. Leadership is lonely. And while the brothers share the same blood, their hearts may not always beat in the same direction. Still, they rise each morning with the same resolve, to stand together before their people and lead the MacKenzies through storm and fire. The clan gathers often to hear their voices. Around the council fire, men and women listen in silence as the brothers speak of alliances, threats, and the uncertain future that lies ahead. Their words carry more than sound. They carry the weight of history. The MacKenzie name has endured because leaders before them chose loyalty above self, clan above kin, and sacrifice above comfort. Now, it is their turn to do the same. When one brother speaks, the other listens. When one doubts, the other steadies. Together, they are the force that binds the clan. But unity does not come without struggle. The Highlands whisper of rival clans watching closely, waiting for a single sign of weakness. The brothers know that their bond is their greatest weapon, but also the easiest target for their enemies to strike. For if the brothers should falter, the clan itself could break. And so, day after day, the MacKenzie brothers lead with unshaken resolve. Not because they craved the role, but because they were born into it. In their eyes burns the same fire carried by generations before them, a fire that can never be extinguished so long as they stand together. For the MacKenzie brothers are not just men, they are the beating heart of the clan. But even the strongest bonds are tested when shadows fall over the Highlands. For the MacKenzie brothers, peace is never a gift, freely given. It is borrowed. Time, fragile and fleeting, always threatened by the next storm that gathers beyond the hills. In the north, rival clans whisper of their power. In the south, alliances shift like sand, and loyalty is often bought with silver instead of blood. The MacKenzies stand tall, but even the tallest oak shivers in the wind. The brothers know this well. They feel the eyes of rival chiefs watching their every move. Some see them as rightful leaders, worthy of respect. Others see them as obstacles to be torn down. Around the fires of other clans, their names are spoken not with loyalty, but with envy and suspicion. The brothers must not only protect their people from the harsh land, but from the harsher hearts of men who would see the MacKenzie crest brought low. Inside the clan itself, the weight of leadership grows heavier with each passing season. Every man expects fairness. Every family demands protection. Every voice seeks to be heard. To rule is to balance these voices like a blade on edge, sharp and unforgiving. A single slip could send the clan into chaos. And though the brothers stand together, even they cannot always silence the doubts that creep into their own council. There are whispers of betrayal. Some among the clan wonder if both brothers are truly of one mind. A decision made in anger could split their unity. A choice made in silence could raise questions of trust. The people want strength, but strength can often mask fear, and fear has a way of spreading faster than fire in dry grass. The brothers must not only fight the enemies beyond their borders, but the doubts within their own walls. The Highlands themselves echo this tension. The skies grow heavy with storms, the winds rattle through the glens, and the sound of steel carries in the night. Every shadow feels longer. Every silence feels louder. For the MacKenzie brothers, there is no rest. Even in moments of quiet, they are haunted by the choices they must make, choices that will decide not only their fate, but the fate of every soul who calls the clan their own. At times, the council fire burns bright with anger. Allies argue, voices clash, and old grudges rise like smoke. One brother calls for patience, for strategy, for caution. The other calls for strength, for courage, for action. Their voices do not always meet in the middle, and those who watch them wonder, will the brothers' bond hold, or will their differences be the crack that others can exploit? Yet even in tension, there is respect. The brothers do not break before their people. They do not falter in the open. When doubts rise, they meet them with unshaken faces, for they know that unity, even when strained, must never be broken before the eyes of the clan. To show weakness is to invite ruin. And so, the MacKenzie brothers stand shoulder to shoulder, even as questions gnaw at the edges of their bond. The weight of legacy presses on them both. They are not only fighting for survival in the present, they are fighting for the name, the memory, and the honor of those who came before. To fail now would mean more than losing battles. It would mean breaking the chain of blood that stretches back generations. And in the Highlands, there is no greater sin than failing the blood that made you. As the winds howl over the mountains, the brothers prepare for the storm they know is coming. Whether it rises from rival clans or from the doubts within their own people, they understand that the true test of their bond has only just begun. Blood has bound them together, but blood can also be spilled. And in the Highlands, once blood is spilled, it can never be taken back. The bond between brothers is a powerful thing. For the MacKenzie brothers, it is both their greatest strength and their greatest trial. Blood of my blood is not just a vow spoken, it is a truth carved into their very lives. They fight for one another, they defend one another, and they rise together as the leaders of their clan. But what happens when the bond that holds them steady is tested by fire? The burden of leadership does not rest evenly. One brother feels the weight of every decision pressing on his shoulders. The other feels the restless call of action, the urge to strike before danger strikes them. These differences, once small, grow sharper under the pressure of leadership. Each believes he acts for the good of the clan, yet their paths begin to drift. And while their hearts remain loyal, their choices pull them in different directions. Around them, the clan watches closely. They see the strength of their unity. But they also sense the moments of silence between them, the unspoken tension in their eyes. A heated exchange behind closed doors is never truly hidden. A disagreement by the council fire is never truly forgotten. The people depend on their leaders, but even the people know that brothers, no matter how strong, are still men. And men can falter. For the brothers, the test is not in battle, it is in trust. Can one lean on the other when doubt creeps in? Can one forgive when words cut deeper than a blade? They know that to lead is to stand together, but standing together is not always easy. The clan needs unity, but unity demands sacrifice. To hold the bond means giving up pride, silencing fear, and choosing blood before all else. And yet, the bond of blood does not break easily. In moments of doubt, the brothers remember the fires of their youth, the lessons of their fathers, the laughter of their childhood, the scars they earned side by side. Those memories remind them that they are more than leaders, they are kin. They are bound, not just by duty, but by the unshakable truth that no matter the trial, they belong to each other. At night, when the fires burn low and the clan sleeps, the brothers sit in silence. Between them lies not just the bond of blood, but the burden of leadership. They wonder if they will always see eye to eye. They wonder if the weight of the clan will one day pull them apart. But even in the silence, their presence is enough. They know that as long as they breathe, they will stand together whether in peace or in war. The test of their brotherhood is far from over. Storms gather. Enemies wait, doubt whispers. Yet through it all, they remain MacKenzie's men who bleed for each other, men who bleed for the clan. And though the fire may test them, fire also forges steel. Their bond may be tested, but it will not easily be broken. For in the Highlands, blood is more than blood. It is destiny. To lead is to sacrifice. The MacKenzie brothers know this truth better than any. The Highland winds howl with the sound of war, and the fires of the clan burn brighter as danger draws near. The council has spoken, the banners have been raised, and the people wait for their leaders to take the first step into the storm. The burden of choice now rests heavy upon the brothers' shoulders. One calls for patience, for strategy, for the wisdom of caution. The other calls for courage, for fire, for the strength to strike before the enemy strikes them. Two visions, bound by one clan. The people look to them not just for orders, but for hope. And in that moment, every gaze, every whisper, every heartbeat belongs to the MacKenzie brothers. Steel is sharpened. Torches flare against the night sky. The sound of footsteps echoes through the halls as men and women prepare for what is to come. The brothers stand at the heart of it all, faces lit by fire, eyes fixed on the path ahead. They do not speak, for words are no longer enough. What binds them now is action. What defines them now is resolve. And yet, as they lead their people into the unknown, the question lingers, will their unity hold, or will the storm tear them apart? Blood has carried them this far, but blood alone cannot silence doubt. If one falters, the clan will falter. If one falls, the clan may fall with him. The bond between brothers is strong, but in the Highlands, even the strongest bonds can break. Still, the MacKenzie brothers do not waver. They know that the fate of their people demands courage, even in the face of fear. With every step, they prove what it means to carry a clan, to bear a name, and to live by the vow, blood of my blood. Their bond may be tested, but their resolve burns like fire against the dark. And so the question remains. When blood runs red on the Highland soil, will the clan rise stronger, united beneath the banner of the MacKenzies? Or will the storm of betrayal, pride, and power tear them apart? The fire waits, the shadows wait, the Highlands wait, and only the brothers themselves can decide what remains when the storm has passed. Blood of my blood. Bond of my bond. Brother against brother, or brother beside brother. The choice is theirs. The fate of the clan is yet to be written. To lead is to sacrifice. The MacKenzie brothers know this better than anyone. The Highland winds rise, carrying with them the promise of war. Fires burn across the glen, and the people gather, waiting for their leaders to guide them into the storm. One brother calls for patience, for strategy, for caution. The other calls for courage, for fire, for a strike before the enemy strikes them. Two visions, one clan, and in this moment, every gaze, every heartbeat belongs to the MacKenzie name. Steel is sharpened. Torches flare against the black sky. Footsteps echo through stone halls as the clan prepares. At the heart of it all stand the brothers, their faces carved by firelight, their eyes set on the path ahead. They do not speak, for words are no longer enough. What binds them now is blood. What drives them now is resolve. But as they step forward, the question lingers. Will their unity hold? Or will the storm tear them apart? For in the Highlands, even the strongest bond of blood can be broken. Still, the MacKenzie brothers do not falter. They carry the weight of their people, the fire of their fathers, and the vow that has kept them bound. Blood of my blood. Bond of my bond. When the storm comes, the truth will be revealed. Will the clan rise stronger, united under the MacKenzie banner? Or will pride, betrayal, and power drive them into ruin? The choice is theirs. The fate of the clan is yet to be written.